Recorded Books Incorporated presents The Holy Grail by Sir Thomas Mallory, narrated by John Franklyn-Robbins, with additional material written by Edward Niebel and read by Simon Preble. This performance is copyrighted 1992 by Recorded Books Incorporated. There is evidence of a Briton chieftain or military leader named Arthur, who waged a series of successful battles against the Saxons around the year 500 A.D. He may have learned military science from the Romans, who, in withdrawing from Britannia, left a Romanized Celtic population exposed to the fierce onslaughts of invading Germanic tribes. At the Battle of Mount Badon, however, the Britons defeated the Saxons so soundly that the invaders left them alone for 50 years thereafter. At the battle, a leader named Arthur so distinguished himself that his feats were celebrated in the oral tradition of the English people, and he became a legend. The fame of this Arthur, fighter of 12 great battles and victor of Mount Badon, spread throughout England, Wales, and France. He is first mentioned in writing by Nennius in a Latin chronicle some 300 years after his military triumphs, in the Historia Britonum of the early 9th century. The nebulous historical figure merges with legend in Geoffrey of Monmouth's 12th century Latin chronicle compiled from Nennius and a lost book of Briton legends, where Arthur is depicted as a great king, a Briton Charlemagne, and descendant of a long line of British princes from the Trojans. Monmouth's Arthur was brought into Norman French by one Was from the Channel Island of Jersey, who lived in Normandy. Other French bards retold and elaborated the tales, adding various knights to surround the mythic king. But it was Chrétien de Troyes who is best remembered of the French sources. He embellished the tales with courtly love, created in Lancelot the perfect knight and lover, and in Perceval le Gallois introduced the legend of the Holy Grail. Sir Thomas Mallory was an English knight born in the early 1400s. His father was a member of Parliament for Warwickshire. Little is known of Mallory's childhood and youth. Early in his career, Mallory was in the military service of Richard Beauchamp, Earl of Warwick. Warwick was a celebrated warrior, known by his contemporaries as the father of courtesy. Mallory marched with Warwick in France, fighting in the later battles of the 100 Years' War.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?